Today is the first day of my Christmas recipes with Spilling the Sweet Tea, and we're making gingerbread corn muffins. And of course, we're using my brand, Miss Lena's cornbread mix. The cornbread mix is on sale on my website for Cyber Monday. When I tell you I got so emotional opening this bag, baby Jiffy where? Krusty's who? I am using my own brand of cornbread mix to make this recipe. Ain't God good? So listen, all you want to do is empty out your cornbread mix in a bowl, and then you want to add half a cup of dark brown sugar. Now add in 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, 1 and then the 2, baby. The next spice you want to add is ground cinnamon. You need 1 teaspoon, and then 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cloves. Cloves is very strong, so 1/8 of a teaspoon is just enough. Now give everything a good whisk. As I was whisking up these dry ingredients, when I tell you my whole kitchen smelled like Christmas, I am a gingerbread girl. When I tell you my daddy used to always buy those ginger snaps back in the day, my parents had me late in life, so we had old school snacks when I was growing up. Baby, Lorna Doone cookies, ginger snaps, oatmeal cream pies. For your wet ingredients, you're going to need 3 eggs. I'm making my cornbread according to the package instructions, so when you purchase my Miss Lena's cornbread mix, you're going to need 3 eggs. Right now, my cornbread mix is only available on my website, spillingthesweettea.com. It will be available soon on amazon.com. Now, if y'all know me and watch me cook, y'all know I'm going to clean my eggs. This is something I saw my mama do all the time, and my father. There's something about that little white part that just got to go. I call it egg snot. It's got to go. Once your eggs are clean, you want to add in some molasses, about 1/4 cup, a teaspoon of vanilla, and a cup of whole milk. Now, I know my child see me recording. Y'all, this is exactly why I do voiceovers. All right, once you add in your cup of milk, you just want to give everything a good mix. Not me watching back this footage and wondering why I didn't take an iron to this sweatshirt. I guess I thought the wrinkles was going to fall out once I put them on. I don't know. Anyway, you want to make sure you mix everything really, really well. Make sure to break up those eggs before you add your wet ingredients to your dry ingredients. When you're making my cornbread according to the package instructions, you don't have to add the wet to the dry. You can make everything in the same bowl. But because I needed to incorporate the molasses and eggs and vanilla extract, I did it this way. This is what your mixture should look like. Once it's fully combined, you want to just add your wet to your dry. Now just incorporate your wet ingredients with your dry ingredients. When I tell y'all this cornbread batter smells so good. I had never heard of gingerbread corn muffins. I have never had gingerbread corn muffins, but I am a fan of gingerbread. And I don't think the holiday season is complete without some gingerbread. I actually tested these gingerbread corn muffins and made them for Thanksgiving in addition to rolls. When I tell you these corn muffins were the first to go, the few that I did have left, I took over to my neighbor's house and they enjoyed them as well. These were great to warm up the next morning with a cup of coffee. The last step to these gingerbread corn muffins is adding 1 stick of melted butter. If you want to reduce the amount of butter you put in, you absolutely can. I'm following the package instructions, which indicates 1 stick of melted butter. As I said earlier, this is my first time having gingerbread corn muffins and making gingerbread corn muffins. But baby, let me tell you this, I will have them every single Christmas moving forward. They were honestly that good. You can put this cornbread in a cast iron skillet. You can put it in a baking dish, whatever you want. I got the idea to make them into muffins, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I whipped out my muffin tin and sprayed it really well with some cooking spray. With this 1 package of cornbread mix, I was able to get 16 gingerbread corn muffins. And I just filled my muffin tin about 3/4 the way up. This batter is really loose, so be very careful when you're filling your muffin tin. It almost got me a couple of times, so I had to make sure I slowed down when I was filling up these muffin tins. And I put my batter in a measuring cup so I could have more control. But just look how beautiful this cornbread batter is. This recipe could not have turned out more perfect. So of course, because I have a food brand that sells biscuit mixes and now cornbread mix as of last month, I'm showing you different ways that you can make cornbread. There's so many different flavors and variations that you can use to make cornbread. So in the rest of my 12-day series, of course, I'm going to show you another way that you can make a different type of cornbread and also a way that you can use leftover cornbread to make a totally new dish. I'll also be spilling the tea on how to make mini biscuits that you can serve at your upcoming holiday party. I am so excited about this series. I do it every single year. I love sharing Christmas recipes with you guys, so I hope you enjoy the series. Once you have your muffin tin ready to go, you just want to bake these on 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. The package instructions for traditional cornbread says about 30 minutes, but because you're making cornbread muffins, you only need about 20 to 23 minutes. And baby, look at these corn muffins. When I tell you they were some kind of pretty, If you don't make anything I post about, let it be these gingerbread corn muffins. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. These were absolutely delicious. I had the idea to top them with some raw sugar, so to make sure the sugar stuck, I just added some melted butter on top and then added those raw sugar crystals on top. This is what I use to put in my coffee every single morning, so I had this on hand. If you want, you can just add some powdered sugar on top. I love seeing powdered sugar on gingerbread, or you don't have to add anything on top at all. Y'all know I'm a food content creator, so I always gotta have a little extra razzle dazzle, but these were perfect with or without the sugar and the butter on top. I am absolutely in love with how they turned out. I thought they were absolutely beautiful, so cute, so festive. To punch up the ginger flavor, you could have added in some chopped candied ginger. Possibilities are absolutely endless. And that's it, that's all. Day 1 of the 12 days of Christmas recipes with Spilling the Sweet Tea is in the books. To level up my gingerbread cornbread muffins, I added some Kyvan's honey apple butter. Baby, when I tell you the combination of these gingerbread corn muffins and this honey apple butter was absolutely delicious. I have followed this brand for a while and I really enjoy their products. You can find them in Target. They're also on Amazon, Macy's, Walmart. They have delicious products and I love that they are Black owned. I love their sweet potato barbecue sauce, but this is my first time tasting their apple butter. To me, gingerbread and applesauce or apple butter really just go together. So this was such a delicious pairing with these gingerbread corn muffins that I made. If you want to shop from a small Black owned business, definitely check out Kyvan Foods. Baby, this whole duo was giving Black excellence. The Miss Lena's cornbread mix and Kyvan's apple butter. This was honestly the perfect bite. So, so good. To get your Miss Lena's cornbread mix, head to my website, spillingthesweettea.com. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss day 2 of my 12 days of Christmas recipes with Spilling the Sweet Tea.